Mizque is a small town of approximately 3,000 people, though more than 20,000 Quechua people live on the small farms in the surrounding area. They live in adobe houses with thatched grass roofs and work the land without machinery or tractors. It was apparent that they put in long, hard days of work in very primitive conditions. Most had a cow and chickens, and some had sheep and goats, and even the occasional llama. Most homes among the poor in Bolivia are made of adobe bricks. The bricks are handmade from soil, straw, water, and cow manure. The homes are susceptible to the insects that carry the parasite which causes Chagas disease. At night, while people are sleeping, the insects bite like mosquitoes or black flies. When the bites are scratched, the parasite can be released into the bloodstream. The parasite remains dormant for more than 20 years before developing into full-blown chronic Chagas disease. Chagas is treatable if diagnosed in the first 5 years, but many people never know they have it until it is too late. The disease kills about 35% of those who contract it. To protect the homes from the insects, the sharing way replaces the grass roof with a corrugated tin roof. Inside, the ceilings and walls are plastered, and a concrete floor is poured, making the homes impervious to the insects. The sharing way has renovated more than 400 homes in the 3 years since the project began. This portion of the trip had the deepest impact on our team. Seeing the environment in which the Quechua people live opened our eyes to the kind of poverty that exists in the world. One home we renovated belongs to a woman named Jeanette and her 6 children. Recently abandoned by her husband, she works 2 jobs to make ends meet. When out working during the day, she leaves her baby in the care of her 8-year-old daughter, who also has to prepare the family's meals.
We're at Jeanette's home. This is the home that we worked on. We plastered the inside with plaster. It comes in a bag. It's a powder. And we mix it with water, agua, they call water down here, in a pail. And this is the product. And it comes out, and it's very easy to work with. They plaster it on the walls, smooth it all out with trowels, and the craftsmanship of the men that worked on it are extremely good. The finish on the inside walls are smooth as anything you'd find at home. This is a 2-room house, and we worked on the front room. Through another door that goes into the back room is where she does her cooking, and through that is a courtyard out back. She has 1 tap that comes up through the ground, and that's all her water supply. And she does have a flush way at the back of her compound, but very primitive conditions in this area. The mud bricks are made with mud and cow dung and water, and so when it's wet, you smell the cow dung very pronounced. The plumbing and the wiring is beyond primitive. This house has 1 breaker, and it has 1 light in each room and 1 plug-in, and that's it. There's no plumbing in the actual building of the house itself. As I said before, the only water is 1 tap in the backyard, and there's a flush at the back of her courtyard, and that's it. Jeanette has 5 girls, aged from 15 down to toddler, and she makes her living by selling flowers on the side of the street in the morning, and in the afternoon she works in a vendor's place in the market that sells food products. During Carnival, which was the holiday today, she has a little propane stove, and she takes it down to the market area and sells whatever she can, little food products here and there, just like a sidewalk vendor. But I'm sure she'll be very happy with the work we've done. It'll improve her life vastly to have a bug-free home and a new cement floor on her place.
The other home belongs to Jose and Dominga and their 5 children, Luis, Vidal, Nelly, Noel, and Neda. It broke our hearts to see the primitive conditions in which they live. At the time of the renovations, they were living in a single room. 7 people shared 2 beds. There was no bathroom, no sink, and their only water came from a spigot outside that they used to drink, cook, wash, and do laundry with. During the days we were there, we developed close bonds with both the families, and especially with the children. Our task at the work projects was to assist the Bolivian contractors in any way they needed help. We mixed plaster, washed clothes, entertained the kids, and did just about anything we could to assist the experts.
The houses here in Bolivia are very different to what we have at home. There's 2 different types of brick. The first brick here is made out of like clay and grass and rocks. And then this other one over on this side is made out of, it's more manufactured at like at a factory or something, and they bring it into their house. And we're going to be mixing up some plaster, and we're going to be plastering the walls of this house right here beside me. We're just getting underway, so we'll check back in when we're almost done.
Well, this is the house that we're plastering at, and we found chickens running around inside. And this is one little cute one here. And look at that. Aww. Well, anyways, I want to kiss him, but... anyways, yay chickens!
Our other job in Miskay was to run a children's program at the church. This was another enjoyable and satisfying part of the project. We sang songs, put on puppet shows, told Bible stories, and made crafts with the kids who sat in rapt attention to every word we said. Jelaine and Kate were able to speak some Spanish, but Iban was there to translate the rest for us. It was incredible to witness how appreciative the kids were and to see how much fun they were having. Even though they had so little, they were very happy. Their smiles would just melt your heart.
We're at the Miskay Baptist Church and conducting 5 projects with the children. They are very receptive and very happy. They love to do whatever we ask them to do and even more. And it's so great to see them smile, and they just love to be here. We've had several projects and colored and crafts and singing and drama with puppets, and the kids just love it all.
In the evenings, we were guests of honor at the Miskay Baptist Church. Pastor Doug was asked to preach at all of them. He did an admirable job, considering he didn't know he was going to have to preach. At each service, our team sang a couple of songs. We had learned a few songs in Spanish, so we mixed them in with the English choruses, and the Bolivians loved it. As a gift to the church, we took on 2 smaller projects. Some of the men helped clear the field behind the church. It was so overgrown with brush and weeds that people couldn't get to the outhouses. Don also put his commercial art skills to good use and repainted the church sign. It looked tremendous when completed, and the church members were really appreciative. All too soon, our time in Miskay came to an end. It was amazing how quickly the contractors were able to get the plastering done. There were many other projects we wish we could have completed at the houses, but there just was not enough time. On our way out of town, we stopped at both work sites to say goodbye. It was tough to go, knowing we'd probably never see these people again, but Iban assured us that they would remember us, and it was comforting to know that we'd made their lives a little better. Going on this mission trip helped us to realize that we Canadians are pretty lucky. God has blessed us, and it is our duty to bless others in return. Thank you to everyone who prayed and supported us financially. With your help, we were able to give back a little of what we were given.